Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am the Amazon Deb. If this is your first time of coming across my channel, please do well by subscribing, click that like button and share the video with loved ones. Now today's video is a continuation of the part 1 of this video. If you haven't seen the part 1, I will drop the link in the description box. Go check it out. The part 1 was how I parted this hair and a step-by-step guide, and now for this one, this particular one is how I actually installed the extension, the braiding extension on the hair. And I use different techniques, and also you definitely need to watch the very end to figure out which of this technique works for you. Now I use the expression Lagos braid 1, and it comes like in 4 bundles, 242 inches and 246 inches. Without further ado guys, let's get right into the video. First things first, I started off the braid at the back of the hair, and when I went in here guys, I hadn't taken the rubber band in, and then I realized that the braid was not so tight. So guess what I did? I loosed it. Okay, if you do something bad, just go back and lose it to do the right thing. So which was what I did. I took out the rubber band, and then I just went ahead to braid the extensions to the hair, to the to my sister's hair directly without the use of the rubber band. If you have to also know that while taking out the rubber band, you also need to be careful, and or you can go ahead to cream the hair. Make sure your hand is oily or creamy so you can just easily pull the rubber band gently without breaking the hair of your client. Now let's get to the first braiding technique that I used. Now this braiding technique, it's dividing the real human hair into just two parts. Just watch as I did it. The braiding extension on my hand was already divided into 3, so which meant that while I was picking the human hair, one of the braiding extension had no hair added to it at the initial stage of joining the extension. So once I then did like 2 to 3 layers of the braid, then I started to split more of the human hair to the braiding extension that had no human hair. Do you guys grab what I'm trying to say? But that was what I tried to do here, and this was the first technique and all. But I quickly came to a realization that I don't think beginners might quite understand this particular technique that I was using in this clip. Using this, I said that what, I have to then just start using the 3 knots method. So yeah, also I did the 3 knots method actually for this braid, but I did not really show it. It was not really so visual. So I'm going to just let you guys talk about something else, and while you wait to actually watch the slower paced version of the 3 strands braid. Yeah, 3 strand braids for the knotless braid. So yes, I'm just showing you how I prep the braiding extension. If you need to understand it, you can just go back, slow down this video to see how I actually prep the braiding extension, and I just go ahead to add to the 3 divided natural human hair that I was working with. So which meant that for the 4 that I did at the back, I did the 2 braid division, and for the rest of the video I kept doing like the 3 braiding extension and all of that. So yeah, let's get more into this. Okay, now this is what we're having. I gently remove the rubber band, just like I said, you don't want the hair to cut, and then I divide the human hair into 3 parts. Now with the braiding extension that is already divided into 3 parts, I just go ahead and split those 3 parts into the 3 sections already created with the hair, and then I go into braid. Now the trick is when you are adding the braiding extension to the human hair, guys, you want to make sure that at the root of it is very tight. Like you are holding both the human hair tight, you are also holding the braiding extension tight, so it doesn't have like the braiding extension is not loose and all of that. Everything is tightly held together, and then you start to braid. Now you also want to see how I am holding it once I start this braid. Now just watch this clip. You can slow this if this is not slow enough for you, but see how I'm holding it tightly, drawing each of the sides to make sure that each of no side is loose, and then you just continue. See how my hand is? Yeah, you continue working like that before you change your hand to the regular, you know, braiding method and all of that. So you just want to make sure you do that. Also, I'm making sure to hide my client's hair, a human hair. I'm making sure that I'm hiding the human hair with the braiding extension. Now, people might say, oh, you know, I didn't need to do that because the color of the attachment and the hair went together, but I just like to do that because it makes the braid hair to last longer, regardless of if it's a colored braiding hair or not. Just do that so your clients can have their braids for longer time, or so you can have your braiding hair for a longer time. Now guys, just watch how I prep again this hair. Again, dividing the braiding extension into 3 parts, working also on the human hair and dividing it into 3 parts. Then just to make sure to hold each, just, you know, match the 3 strands of the extension to the 3 strands of the human hair. It's just that simple. Making sure that it is tight while you are braiding the first braid from the roots. Both the human hair extension and the braiding hair extension is very tight, and then you just go ahead and braid your hair in. I hope this is good enough. You can keep watching as I make sure that I have several clips. Anyone that seems faster or slower, you can then, you know, from your own end, just slow it to the pace you would love to be able to really get the technique. Okay, also make sure again that you hold the braid tight. Now see, that's where people miss it from, not holding the roots tight. Guys, look at just the way my hand is, making sure that it's being held tight from the roots. Okay, if you are working on the body of the braids, you might relax your hands and all of that, the tightness of it, but trust me, if you are starting from the roots, it needs to be tight so that the braiding extension doesn't fall off your hair or your client's hair easily, and or it needs to be tight. I'm telling you, you really need to. But again, you also want to make sure that you are not pressing your hand into your client's hair, so the client is not feeling so much pain and all of that. And even when I say hold it tight, please, it's not fight, okay? But just make sure that really it's not loose from the end. Do you get? Okay, but please don't kiss somebody, or don't even kill yourself with the way you can hold the braid and you have a headache. Do you get that kind of thing? But yes, you just want to make sure that it's not loose, your hair is not loose, the braiding extension is not loose, and everything just goes smoothly. Okay, that's what you want to do. Now this is the last hair for this clip, and I'm going to show you, so I'm not going to talk, so just so you can actually just watch for yourself. Again, if this looks fast to you, please slow it down at your end and just watch how I actually do this. Okay, Alright, so just like I said, after you have held it tight, now doing the body of the remaining braid stuff, you can decide to loosen your hands, but also remember to tuck in your human hair. Just tuck it in. Okay, after I did that, I just went ahead to complete the remaining because I didn't finish some of the ends, and because of the style we were trying to achieve, we also still needed to have some of the braiding hair still remaining because we are going to twist them and all. But again, because I wanted everything to be at the same level, I went in to just keep checking if everything was rhyming and all of that, then so that I can start just, and for me to then end to know where I want the braids to stop, I just went ahead to use the rubber band to finish it off at the end where I wanted. Okay, this is where I wanted the braid stuff to stop, so I can then twist from the remaining part. So I just went ahead to use rubber band. And then the next process was I went ahead to thread some thread. I went ahead and took some thread and then just began to wrap it, like took like 3 to 4 pieces of the hair per time, and then just went ahead to wrap it in this manner. So because again I already knew where I wanted the braids to get to, so I just went ahead, I did like a loose ends, or with the thread. After doing that, then I drew the thread at the end, holding the attachment pieces very tight, and then you just draw like the thread. Once you draw the thread, it gives like this effect, like audio extension stuff draws together, like they come up together. Guys, just watch this and see the magic that happens. Okay, exactly. You just draw the thread and holding the attachment separately with one hand, holding the thread with one hand, you draw the thread, and then the attachment actually comes together just like this, and you go ahead and just tie off the ends of the thread, and then you drop it. And I just went ahead to do that to the remaining parts of the hair, holding them 3 3 4 4 as I could undo. And I just went ahead to make sure that I did all the threading. Now why I was doing this was because I was trying to get a coily ends to the braid. You can also use your bending coil, your coil, what's it called, you can also use your rolling coils. Is that what it's called? Bending rollers. Sorry, you can use your bending rollers to achieve this curls, but I just wanted to use this thread. I don't know, I just really like using this thread method, so I just went ahead, because with the bending roller sometimes the curls might be fatter, but I wanted the curls to be tight, so I did this. Then after doing this what I had next is I got my hot water and I dipped the hands into the hot water and making sure, guys, be careful with your clients. Don't and let hot water burn your client or burn yourself. Okay, so you want to be careful, but dip the hands as much as possible. Let it rest in the hot water for a bit, for quite some minutes, 1 minute, 2 minutes, and you are fine. And then you bring out the hot water. When you are bringing out the air from your hot water, please be careful so it doesn't pour on you or on your client. Just use like a napkin or something, towel, to dry the water off. And after that, I just went ahead, took scissors to cut the ends of where I tied the thread, so I could take out the thread from the hair. And guys, just wait to see the magic that this did. Okay. And this is what we have, guys. Look at the curls. Look at how it's popping. Very tight curls. Like, oh my god, guys, I love it. Let me know if you love these curls and all. And yeah, this was the finished work and all of that, guys. My sister was loving her look. She was really loving the vibe that she got. Just look at the gorgeous hair. Just look at this gorgeous girl. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. And yeah, thank you. If you're not subscribed, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, share this video with loved ones, and I will see you in my next video. Okay, all right, thank you so much, and remember to rate my work also in the comment section. I would love to hear your thoughts. Bye.